With its colorful graphics and chock full of hidden messages, Ralph Breaks the Internet is a fan watch for every Disney fan. Not only is it bigger and better than its predecessor, but it has double the amusement and hidden gems. For today's video, we'll be sharing with you the best Easter eggs from Ralph Breaks the Internet. How many of these have you identified? Keep on watching to find out more. Let's start with something we've all seen in most Pixar films: A113. A113 is the call sign for a genuine classroom at California Institute of the Arts, a virtual factory for producing some of the biggest names in American animation. It's a mainstay of any Disney and/or Pixar movie. Many of the alumni that walk through that room, including Tim Burton, Brad Bird, Andrew Stanton, and Ralph co-director Rich Moore, have found a way to pay homage to their former stomping grounds in their post-grad work. A113 emerges on the wall of an Oh My Disney corridor in Ralph Breaks the Internet when Vanellope tries to avoid capture. Next, did you catch the lovable C-3PO making his rounds? The eternally proper protocol droid, voiced as always by Anthony Daniels, ensures that protocol is observed behind the scenes at Oh My Disney, as befits his programming. C-3PO appears at the Disney princesses' hangout room door, alerting them that they must take their seats to receive the competitors of another Which Disney Princess Am I competition online test. And of course, how can you miss Disney's princesses all together in one frame? Disney's first Jewish princess meets her whole royal sisterhood, from Ariel to Snow White, in Ralph Breaks the Internet's single funniest scene, which has already been previewed in the film's promos. Every still living Disney princess was reunited to reprise their roles, and the directors found new ways to both celebrate and poke fun at these legendary characters. Pocahontas' hair, for example, is constantly billowing in the breeze, while Cinderella holds her renowned glass shoe as a weapon, and the actresses let the directors know when their characterizations were off the mark. This is why these queens reign supreme. Not only are almost all of the princesses dubbed by their original voice actors, but the many cameos in the Disney part, such as Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear and Vin Diesel as Baby Groot, are also voiced by their originals. However, a different version of the Disney princesses scene was shown at the New York Comic Con. In this version, they cut out the portion when they discuss the importance of breaking into song and instead scold Ariel for her haphazard singing. Some of the princesses describe how they have to hide certain tics from the public, such as Snow White's legal blindness, which explains why she's usually side-eyed and has her hands out, and Jasmine's allergies to cats, despite having a pet tiger. Vanellope tries to pet Miko before leaving, but he growls at her, and Pocahontas warns that he bites. As one of the latest Disney princesses, Mona also makes an appearance in the mid-credits scene. Ralph Breaks the Internet's mid-credits scene makes waves by bringing back baby Mona and her mother Sana, played by Nicole Scherzinger. In today's world, the navigational duo is touring in an automobile rather than sailing on the open sea. While Sana drives, baby Mo entertains herself with a kid-friendly iPad program in which she feeds pancakes and milkshakes to a rabbit and milkshakes to an adorable bunny and kitty, respectively. But when Ralph crashes the party, he gives Mona a bigger scare than any enormous David Bowie singing crowd could. But Mona isn't the only one from her movie who made a cameo in this film. Keep a close look out for her goofy chicken sidekick, Hey Hey, during a walk-on appearance in the film. Aside from C-3PO, there are also a couple of stormtroopers seen roving the premises. Disney's use of the Imperial Army and eventually First Order foot soldiers as its own personal security system makes sense. When Vanellope tries to make money at Disney's expense, she is pursued by a group of stormtroopers. When Lucasfilm objected, the filmmakers were reportedly forced to delete a joke at the expense of Adam Driver's alter persona, Kylo Ren. Even though those stormtroopers are plentiful, the one leading the chase against Vanellope is an experienced drone. Michael Giacchino reprises his role as FN 3181, a trooper from Star Wars: The Force Awakens, according to the credits. The movie also teased the release of Frozen 2 at the post-credits scene. Disney already has the fourth and final Avengers film and Star Wars Episode 9 set for release in 2019, but Frozen 2, which reunites Elsa and Anna for an all-new adventure and a slew of fresh, earworm-inducing songs, may easily outperform both of those films. While Ralph Breaks the Internet is a box office success, the film gleefully concedes that it will always be a distant second to Frozen 2. A sneak peek at the top-secret sequel is teased in a post-credits scene, which turns out to be an elaborate Rick-rolled joke. Ralph not only sings Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up in the post-credits scene, but also recreates the music video with Felix as the bartender and the slaughter slaughter race guys as backup dancers. Rickrolling has been a popular bait-and-switch prank on the internet since the mid-2000s. Unfortunately, if you pay attention to the credits, you'll see that the movie reveals its hand far too soon, as the song is labeled as being performed by John C. Reilly. Did you also notice Stan Lee in the film? He's there, just look closer. Before his death, the Marvel Comics legend reportedly completed several cameo appearances. While he didn't have to record any words or come on set for his Ralph Breaks the Internet cameo, fans will be pleased to know that his image will live on in animation and online forever. Unfortunately, this is his first posthumous appearance. His presence in Venom would be his final cameo while still alive. In this version of the universe, it looks like Iron Man and Groot survived Thanos' snap, as seen from their appearance in the movie. The music-loving Guardian Groot, voiced by Vin Diesel, is shown taking part in an Oh My Disney Q&A session. Take heed, politicians and actors. Groot is the only being in this or any other galaxy who can get away with answering the same question over and over again. Iron Man, on the other hand, is currently residing in the Oh My Disney ecosystem, waiting to be repurposed for Avengers 4. We like to assume he visits Reddit from time to time to read and chuckle at fan theories. Next, did you notice that there are a lot of hidden gems during the slaughter race in the film? Vanellope sees a big inflatable gorilla on top of a skyscraper in slaughter race and mistakenly believes it is Ralph. Similarly, the behavior of Ralph's clones when they transform into a huge hive mind Goliath at the climax of the film is evocative of King Kong. This is related to Ralph's beginnings as a Donkey Kong parody, with Fix-It Felix serving as his Mario. While Nintendo wasn't persuaded by the concept of having Mario appear in the first film while allowing them to utilize Bowser, he isn't present this time due to Nintendo's arrangement with Illumination. It's fortunate, given how brief the arcade world appears to be. Slaughter Race is a spoof of Grand Theft Auto, but the focus on wicked clowns appears to be a homage to Twisted Metal and its signature character Sweet Tooth, which appears to be another big influence. From the title itself, the movie dealt a lot with internet gems, which include the following. For instance, when our heroes first connect to the internet, they see a large banner that says, "I can have a cheeseburger," a reference to one of the original internet cat memes and meme blogs. Then there's Brian Cureless, Ann Colgan, and Viveka Paulin, who play professional auctioneers on eBay and are the voice actors. It's only fitting that Paulin appears in a John C. Reilly film because her husband is the typical sidekick to Will Ferrell. In a particular scene, one of Ralph's videos features him emulating late TV painter Bob Ross in one segment. While not exactly a typical viral video premise, it worked well when Deadpool used it to advertise his second film. In addition, the Disney website has all of the major franchises. There are animated films, Marvel merchandise, Muppets, and other attractions, as well as an Air Bud Pavilion. Interestingly enough, Bill Hader is uncredited in this movie. Bill Hader's performance as Spamley is uncredited for some reason. He isn't even mentioned in the opening credits sequence, which goes over all of the important characters. Even Alfred Molina, who plays Double Dan, appears in that scene and receives roughly a minute of screen time while playing a supporting role to Spamley. Ralph Breaks the Internet also features a cut film from the first movie, a notable clip from the initial Ralph Breaks the Internet trailer that was removed from the finished film is shown during the mid-credits sequence. As a meta joke, the small girl in the mid-credits scene tells her mother that while she enjoyed the movie, she was disappointed that a scene from the trailer didn't appear. And have you noticed the knockoff apps in the movie? Throughout the credits, there are numerous false app icons, some of which are references to real app icons. For example, Harry Potter. Hogwarts Mystery is unmistakably School of Wizard, folks. There's also a serial numbers filed off version of the problem. So yes, we're sure the animators had a fun time including these in the movie. And with that, we're wrapping up today's video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.